Hello and welcome to Cindy's Corner. We're going to be making another card in March's stamp set of the month, and our stamp set is Moon Lake. Lots of lovely images that lend themselves to watercolouring, and that's one of the main techniques that I'm featuring this month. So in your supply pack you will have a base card in the soft sky. You're going to have a whisper white and a silver foil layer, a piece of soft sky seam binding and twine, and then you're also going to have a masking circle, 1 3/4 of an inch for the technique, as well as a piece of sponge and some candy dots. So we're going to start with our front image here, and the first thing that we're going to do is to put a tiny little piece of snail adhesive on your masking circle, and you're going to position it on your piece of cardstock kind of off center, where it looks good. And then with your soft sky ink and your sponge, you're going to sponge round in a circular motion, and you want to try and get it darker immediately around your circle. Hold it down firmly if you need to, and then to just have it fading out towards the edges, just to, again, I suppose, put the watercolour technique into a bit more perspective. Okay, like this. Just take some of the whiteness off of the card, and there's probably more on there than you think there is at this stage. There we are. And you can spend a little bit more time than I have time for on the video. Then gently ease off your disc, and you might need to just rub your finger around to get the adhesive, or use one of the adhesive erasers, which, as luck would have it, isn't here at the moment. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to be using the image with the little bird on the twig, and I'm going to be using the Stays On ink. This is a solvent based ink which will allow us to watercolour without it going all smeary. And I really just want my bird, my image, I guess, to be sort of half little on the masked piece that I just sponged on there. So once we've got that, we're going to start our watercolouring, and I like to use my stamping markers, and today I'm going to be using the Hello Honey, Baked Brown Sugar, Lost Lagoon and Mossy Meadow, and a blender pen. And I'm not going to do the whole of it at this time because I don't think I'll have time on my video, but I'm just going to put some of each of my inks on this surface. And I'm using the brush end of the pen because it gives me plenty of ink to deposit down. And then with my blender pen, I'm going to pick up a little of the colour and run it out. And then I'm just going to colour in my cute little bird. And to clean this, you're just going to run it out on the paper, and then you can change up your colour. I'm just going to bring in another little colour here. I think I'll do my little flowers down here in the yellow. like this. And then my branches. In the baked brown sugar. Oh, don't forget his little tail. And then I'm going to take up the green, and I'm going to pick up on the grasses. Ooh, I've gone in the yellow, clean that out. And just work it in. A little bit at a time. You can always put more on, but you can't take it off. Okay. So that's my watercolour. If you don't have the ink pens, then a little of your re-inker, tiny little bit on your surface, and then you can pull the colour out and dilute it as much as you can, so that you can use it. Alternatively, if you have your pad, give it a squeeze in the middle, and then you get some ink on here, and you'll be able to use that as your palette as well. So once you've built up your picture, you're going to use some snail adhesive and attach it to the silver foil. Then you're going to run some more adhesive along the sides, and then with your piece of seam binding, I'm going to place it on the bottom here, and then pull it firmly round to the back like that. Then with my dimensionals, I'm going to attach those, and I'm going to attach them so that they are just hooking down my little bit of ribbon there, just for some extra security. One in the middle like that, and then I'll have my base card, just fold it along the score line, burnish it with your bone folder. I'm just gonna take the backing off my dimensionals. And then attach it to the front of my card. Press firmly. And then with my little bit of twine, I'm just going to link it underneath. And just tie it down. And you can put a knot, or you can just put a little bow in there like that. And then with your candy dots and your paper piercer, we're gonna just put them to the top here. Like this. And there we are. All I need to do is to get my little adhesive eraser there, and that will be gone in a matter of moments. So there we are. There's our card. It doesn't have a sentiment. It could be used for pretty much any occasion. You could always add another sentiment on there, but I just think it's a pretty card. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.